Hi everyone, I've created a series of videos that can help to prepare for the RHCSA exam. So let us look at the objectives of this video. The purpose of this video is to learn how to configure RHCSA 8 network interface. Here are the objectives today. First, we're going to gather network interface information. We're going to display the current network status, display a list of all connections, configure auto connection, configure static connection, view configuration files, modify connection profile, deactivate the device, and delete the interface. Before we can configure the network interface, we first need to know which interface name to configure. So we use this command here called the IP lane show. From here you can see that there are three interfaces that I have. The interface we are going to look is the ENS160 here, where we are going to configure it as a DHCP IP address. We are going to display the current interface status using this command here. And you can see that all my three interfaces are not connected. So let us configure this ENS160 with auto configuration right here. We run this command here to see are there any current configuration, and the command is MNCL console, and you can see that there's no network interface profile configured. So let's configure the first interface, which is ENS160. Okay, first we add a new interface name and name it as net1. Then minimally we need a Ethernet type, which is Ethernet. Then we name the interface name, which is ENS160, and that's it. After that, we modify the net1 interface profile and make sure it is set to automatic connection, and the auto connect set to yes, so that when there's a reboot it will be persistent. Made the interface up by using this command, and reveal the status of the interface, which is active, and you can see that net1 here with the ENS160 interface is up. We can also use this command to see that whether the IP address is good. Once we got the interface, we test it by doing a ping. You can see the interface is up. So now let us go to step number 5. We do a static connection. So we will add a new interface called net2. Net2, and the type is Ethernet with interface names of ENS224, which is the second interface. Right. Then we will modify the net2 with IPv4 method as menu with IP address with 771.62.071.66 and with a SUNMS of 24. And we will also add a gateway to the interface as 172.162.471. Once the static interface is configured, we will do a down and out of the interface. And then we will show that the interface is set correctly. Do a ping here. Once we configure the interface, we can see the configuration file from here, which can be set manually. Net1 and net2. Let's look at how to modify the current network connections. For example, let us see that we want to change from an auto setting to a static. So what we can do is we do a modify on net 1, change the method to menu with IPv4 address. Now the net 1 up the device. And we can see that the IP address has changed to a 164. Make sure that you change the IPv4 methods to menu first, and then add the IP address. Let us see how do we add an additional IP address to the network 2. So we need to add another IP address to net 2 in this interface. So we do a modify net 2. We add a plus with address 172.168.2.171.1.2. Then we do a down on net 2, and we do a up 2 to 4. You can see that the additional IP address is there. Do a ping, and we got the interface up. Now we would like to remove the additional IP address 172.168.2.171.1.2. Review the yes 2 to 4 IP address. This is the IP address you're going to remove. So we do a call modify net 2, do a minus IP addresses, and do reset on the net 2, and do a and now the IP address is removed. We deactivate the device by this command here. Okay, and device, and because it's a device, so we name it as the interface name. Okay. And you don't see the interface anymore. To delete the interface, we use this command here. CLI connection delete net 2, and we do a show all interface, and you can see there's no network 2 anymore.